Hey, everybody. Today is January 21st. This is Zoology, and I'm Mr. Sheridan. Hope you're all having a great day. What we're going to talk about today is we're going to apply some of the information that we take from the personality and career test that we took earlier in the week. And we're going to just do a short little kind of a summary writing about what we learned from those particular experiences. So what I'd like to do is share. And first of all, here is your assignment. It's assignment number 47. You're going to apply the info that you learned from those personality tests, and the instructions are here. I'd like you to write a short report on how you can apply the information that you learned from your personality tests. I want you to include what you found interesting, new, or different about the results. If you were surprised by anything, if you thought that anything was new or different than what you were expecting, please include that. I'd like you to describe your strengths and weaknesses. If you found those in your report, and include at least 2 of the careers that fit your personality profile, or that you believe that could fit your personality profile. I would like one of them to be included somewhere in the animal, food, and natural resources industry. We'll talk more about that in a second, but make sure that you include the different types of personalities and the different types of careers that the different personality types that apply to the careers that you are talking about. So attached to this assignment is just a blank document that just is a place for you to write and has some headers and footers. I'm just looking for a couple paragraphs, nothing completely crazy or super long. But what I'd like you to do is so this is my example. I took the test as well. And so this would be my personality type. So when I was talking about this, these were my very good matches were the champion and the performer. And then I had a good match as the inventor. Now, what you can do is so there's a little bit of information about those here, and it might be the same thing, but you can also if you go to truity.com, you can just find out about the 16 different types. So you can go here, and there's maybe just a little bit more information, but it's relatively similar to the same paragraph that's right there that describes your personality type. So for me, I'd be looking for the champion and the performer, and how that applies to what it is that, how I would interact with people and that sort of thing. So these are what those are based on. You'll notice that each one of these types has 4 different letters that start with it. So what it's going to do is it's going to apply some version of, are you introverted or extroverted? Are you sensing? Do you have sensing or intuition, thinking or feeling, judging or perceiving? So each one of those each one of those 16 categories is going to have these 4 things in some order that are going to include those 4 things. So in my case, so the performer is ESFP. So we're going to talk about extroversion, sensing, feeling, and perceiving. So that's where those letters come from. So I want you to use the information that's free on this site to try to apply it a little bit to what it is that you learned. So then this is my career personality profile. So you're going to take this information and you're going to apply it to what it is that to your careers. So in this particular case, there's 1 high, 2 in the middle, and then 1 that is low, and how we can interact with others. Obviously, some of these you need to actually pay for your full report in order to get the whole thing. Or if you think you're only going to do this once, you might check out a sample report, or at least get a feel for what those things are like. But you can also look here and see, just what kind of skills that your test revealed that you have. So for me, it's about persuading and or building, but these are all relatively high. Some of you are going to have more variance and have just a couple of areas that you have strengths, and then your other things are going to be more low. And then you can apply some of the language that's in here that would apply to you. And then you can go down here and check out a couple of the careers that they list to see if any of those things would make sense for you. You'll notice when you go back to the instructions for this assignment, though, that I do want you to apply one of the careers that you choose. So I want you to talk about 2 possible careers. This is not something that you're going to apply for. This is not something that you have to have written in stone. This is the only thing I'm going to do for the rest of my life. But I do want you to look into a couple of things, maybe one of the things that's on that list. And then I want you to apply one of those things to the ag, food, and natural resources career. So if you are really strong in a building category, that might mean that you would like to work on a farm, being a mechanic for large equipment or something like that, or, just, working on a farm, doing that sort of thing. But it also could mean, so for me, for instance, I've got sales manager in here, that, perhaps I could lead a sales team for a seed sales company or a fertilizer sales company that, I could work and try to train and lead a team of people that are, selling anything in the ag, food, and natural resources industries. That would apply. So you can apply a lot of these different things to the ag industry. We're just going to kind of take some of these businesses. We use a lot of lawyers too, or executives in big companies. So a lot of these things, a lot of these types of careers that you're going to find from these tests, you can apply at least one of them. And I want you to apply at least one of them to the ag, food, and natural resources. So I'm going to give you a couple of days to figure out, just to write, again, I'm not asking for a lot here, a couple of paragraphs about both your personality and and a couple of careers that you're interested in based on the results that you got. Please reread through these instructions so you make sure you check all those boxes and get that filled out. If you haven't had a chance to do those career tests, please go back and read assignment number 46. These don't take very long. I literally did them this morning between 8 and 8:30. It doesn't take very long. It's a bunch of multiple choice questions, and it'll spit out some information that you might find useful. So especially for you upperclassmen, just gives you an idea of kind of what type of personality you have and what personality and what types of careers might work best for you. So if you have any questions, let me know. But that's what I'd like for you to work on for the next couple of days. Keep in mind that if you aren't here, if you have a chance to come into the building tomorrow morning about 8:30, so kind of right before class, we're going to start doing some taste testing. One of our students is doing a speech on plant-based meat. So if you're ever curious or you never got a chance to try an Impossible Whopper from Burger King and you're curious about what plant-based meat tastes like, you can feel free to come into the school and we're going to do some taste testing about that in the morning. So you're welcome to come on in and hang out for that. If you have any questions, as always, let me know via email and we will plan to touch base with everybody soon. Have a great day.